Welcome back, everybody. Hope you guys are doing all right. Got some updates for you. If you guys are new to the channel here, my name is Ayush. I'm building JuiceWorks. This is our product, Mood Juice, over here. Just documenting the entire process, being super transparent as possible, obviously. Anyways, let's get into it. So a couple days ago on Amazon, we had our best sales day ever. We sold 19 units in one day, and we did one sale on TikTok, so that was a 20 sale day overall. And then that was great, man. Like, we were just cooking. Our ad spend was barely anything, super profitable. And the next day, our rating on Amazon tanked, and boom, conversion just went off a cliff and went to like 5 sales in the day. It was so bad, man. I woke up to seeing our rating drop. It was the first thing I woke up to this morning, and I swear to God, what I need to start doing is I need to like not check my phone for the first hour of the day, because I just saw that and I'm just like, dude, fuck this, bro. I'm in a bad mood. Awful. Story of my life. And yeah, but anyways, we don't even want to sell too fast because we're running low on inventory, and my next batch, something happened with our product where it doesn't even taste that good anymore. So I have my formulator working on it this week. I'm hoping to get an update on that because I have to get 800 more units of Mood Juice produced so I can send it to Amazon and, keep up with ad spend and sales and just build the listing up. And what's so funny, guys, is that when we were going to launch this product and we checked all of our costs, I think it took us like 18 grand to get to market or something like that. We were like, okay, if we just sell this first batch all organic on TikTok, we're going to ROI. Right. And I'm sure it was possible, but I just couldn't figure it out on TikTok Shop. And, I was like doing the numbers and the margins. If we sell it at $38 and we just post a fuck ton of videos, the profit and everything, we'll be able to afford the second batch. And those numbers were like living in peaches and creamville. Like, it just did not pan out like that at all. Like, right now we're actually running super low on money. And yeah, we're probably going to have to either inject more capital or do something. So just really funny how that works out. So like, nothing at all went according to plan, like nothing. So story of my life. Anyways, what has been good lately is that I finally got Google Shopping ads to start producing sales for us. So I started the campaign, I would say like late March. And so it wasn't getting any impressions in the beginning, and I was getting hasty. I was like upping the bids and stuff. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to just get some data, trying to download the data, and it just wasn't getting anything. And then what I did was my dumbass tried a Performance Max feed only campaign, and the next day of that campaign, it did like 100 clicks in a day at $1 a click. So it just spent through $100, but not one sale or one email was captured on the website. It was super low intent traffic. And the lesson from that is like, you just gotta wait, man. Like, if you chose a strategy, like, give it some time, let it like work itself out. And so I turned off that Performance Max campaign. I had my shopping campaign set to maximize clicks, and it started getting clicks, but it was like $8 clicks. So I just changed it to $5. I put a cap on there. And now my goal right now is to get 10 clicks a day. And so yesterday was our first sale, super cool. And we did 11 clicks yesterday at a $4.54 cost per click. And, we got one conversion. So we lost money, but we got a subscription order. Cool. It was just nice to at least see the Shopify notification for the sale. And, that was just straight dopamine. And then I got one today. We got a sale today. And we got 7 clicks today. So right now the goal is just 10 clicks a day. Let the algorithm optimize. And once we get to like 30 conversions in 30 days, then we can try to potentially change to a target ROAS and, aim for consistent returns. So I think that's going to be the goal for now. But the thing with the Google Shopping ads is it is more passive. So it's like, I need to sort of get better. And so I'm going to let that run. And right now I want to work on learning, and I'm going to be doing this after I make this video, is just really grinding on how to make good video ads and, using AI, making AI video ads. And I just realized like I've been such a pussy with like running paid ads and just being scared and like, I'm losing money and stuff like that. But it's like, dude, it's like, you got to like for every ecom business that I know of that's really scaled, it's just like Meta is really the backbone of the business. And so it's just like, I'm going to have to learn it at some point. And it's like, if I just keep like tiptoeing around it and like just being scared to like run more ads and just trying things, it's just like, I'll never be like the sort of like guy in ecom that I'd like to be. So that's something I got to work on. So hopefully when I get this new batch, it's going to be 800 more units of this product. I'm going to send, a bunch to Amazon, but dude, I'm just going to sit here with a fucking energy drink every day. And I'm going to have to figure this out. Like, there's just like, it's going to happen, if you can't just go into this and be like, oh, Meta doesn't work for my product. Like, it just doesn't, no, like it can work for anything. Like, you just need to just sit down and just figure it out. Next, This is going to be the last thing I'm going to say is that I've just been watching, like, I kind of watch a little too much YouTube on like this whole like ecom brand stuff where it gets like a little bit like, you just end up, it's just like not helpful to just watch so much content on it because you just end up not taking any action. But like the latest thing that I've just been sort of like seeing again and again, and I was actually watching the CEO of Bloom, Greg Lavecchia, and even like Hormozy's been talking about this a lot on some ecom videos, is just this idea of just like, building a brand versus selling a product. And my whole idea is like, I really want to build a brand, but like, I'm making all of my sales on Amazon and I'm making sales on Google. And like, that's right now, I'm just, getting the low hanging fruit, people that are, at the bottom of the funnel. And it's just like, I just feel like I haven't really been building a brand. And right now what I want to do, and I think the plan is, you have your warmest audiences at the bottom, right? They're at the bottom of the funnel. So for me, for Mood Juice, the bottom of the funnel is people that know about kava, right? And those people, I can convert them, right? On Amazon, we are capturing demand for kava. So that's bottom of funnel. But if you want to get to 100,000 a month, 200,000 a month, 500,000 a month, you have to go to colder and colder audiences. And obviously it costs more and more money to convert to colder and colder audiences. And so if you just do meta ads straight up, like you're going to hit some caps where it's like now you can raise revenue, but your margins are just going to compress because you're going to colder audiences. And that's where it's like really powerful to have a brand. And so I think the plan right now is we start bottom, right? We started with the most bottom of funnel thing, which is Amazon, right? And I'm not even saying this is the best thing, but I think right now for me, this is what right now the plan is. We start at the bottom, we're converting on Amazon. Great. Like right now our conversion rate's like 10 to 11% on the Amazon listing. And so now we need to go to the next audience, which is going to be like, meta, right? We're going to convert people. We're going to educate them. We need cracked marketing skills. But again, like that's like you're running a hamster wheel. Like you can do it and you can scale really hard and I'm sure you can make good money, but it's like the brand is where you can, potentially sell for an exit or like, just having a great brand just does so much for you. And it's really, the tough thing is that our thing as ecom people is that we just really want to quantify everything. Like what is the return on this dollar into the machine? But brand, you have to think on a longer time horizon. And so I think the one thing that I really want to figure out is that once we start getting meta figured out and I start cracking that, and once I have a crazy backend system, I really want to just figure out this influencer thing, right? Getting influencers and getting them for a good price and just building the brand that way. And yeah, I just feel like that's just what I'm also lacking. My marketing skills, my branding skills. I suck at a lot of things, honestly. But yeah, just a quick update, guys. I hope you guys are all doing well. Those are just the updates for now. And I just feel like I've been just rambling a lot in this video, but I just, felt like I owed you guys an update. So I'm right now going to work on scaling the shopping campaign. I'm hoping to get, if I can get 1 conversion a day, that's 30 conversions a month, then I can potentially switch to target ROAS. And then after that, yeah, once I get this new batch, bro, I'm sitting here and I'm going to crack like meta ads. I'm just like, dude, if I just get subscribers and I'm, if I can just sit there and just be willing to burn some money for a little bit and I can just get subscribers and I just learn how to do retention, like how do I use emails to retain subscribers and prevent and lower churn and, really understanding this idea of like lifetime gross profit to, cost of acquisition and how do I get a, you guys just saw that Groons just sold for $1.2 billion and, Chad, the CEO of Groons, was talking about how like he aims for like a 3-to-1 LTV to CAC. And that just seems to be the magic number in like the VC space. And so like, how do we get there, right? How does Mood Juice? How do I make a 3-to-1 LTV to CAC, lifetime gross profit? So that means revenue minus cost of delivery, right? How do I get that? And then, once you have that system set up, dude, it's a fucking money machine, right? You just have to be able to fund and just keep putting money in. And so, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I have like all of these ideas in my head and I feel like I have like an understanding of the blueprint, but I just haven't been able to execute. It's kind of like you watch a bunch of videos on how to like roller skate or do some skill and it's like you just won't be able to do it until you actually do it. And so that's the thing that I'm lacking is like taking actual action. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys had a good time listening to me speak. Wish you guys the best. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Take care.